A busy morning for John Torode. In a matter of hours, he's gone from catching a fish, nearly, to us now cooking for us live. Welcome back, John.
Thank you very much. 3:30 start this morning. Out on a boat at 4 o'clock. Watched the sunrise. It was absolutely beautiful.
As painful as that alarm is, John, to get this view, to have that moment.
Well, it was like a mill pond out there. It was absolutely amazing. We've got these beautiful bass, and I just want to do this really quickly and show you what to do. It only takes a matter of minutes to cook a good piece of fish, and the big thing I'll ask everybody to do is to cook fish for half as long as they think they need to cook it for.
Oh, really? That long? That long? Short? Well, that short, long, yeah.
So there's a piece of sea bass, quite a big piece. We've got these lovely bass. And what you do is you pinch it in the centre and just put a little tiny nicks in the skin. Now, that does two things. One, it means that the fish will cook all the way through very quickly. The other thing means that the skin won't just shrink. So you take that like that, and I'm going to do the same to this one, which I've already scored the centre of. So now we've got 4 nice pieces of fish. And you take that, a little bit of oil in a hot pan.
Very hot pan? Or...
Hot enough that you want it to be so it starts the oil starts to dance around.
OK.
OK, I'm not going to season the fish because I'm going to season the sauce. I want the fish to taste of the fish.
OK.
So you take the fish...
Yep.
And
it is a very tasty fish, sea bass.
You do, and you push it down with your fingers.
Yep.
And hold it down, and it starts to curl a little bit.
Oh, that's clever.
And then that way, and if you find that too difficult because it's a bit hot, you can always put a plate or something else on top of it.
Some weight of some sort.
Yeah, weight, a plate or a pan or something like that, and that's fine. And let that just sizzle away and let that cook. Don't touch it.
Do you have to dry the skin or anything first, John?
No, and the thing is, this is such beautifully fresh fish. And if we look at the fish right now, I'll show you a couple of things. One is the guys at Belbin Natural Seafood, we got this through, the boat I was out on today with Dale and Robert. They had this little blue hoop here, and that means it's a line-caught fish. It's not been from a net, it's not been trawled, it's not farmed.
OK.
And it'll say it's line-caught and it's fresh and will come straight to the market. Nice rosy eyes, lovely skin, which is lovely and glossy. If it's not glossy anymore, it means it's been washed.
Right.
Don't wash fish. It comes from the sea. It's got the flavour of the sea in it. So that actually, if you can buy sea bass and it's still not gutted for you, that's even better.
Really?
Yeah, because then you just do it, you gut it and you fillet it straight away. And to fillet a sea bass, it's very, very quick, very easy, because you just follow the bones. But because it's such a fresh fish, it's actually firm. Look, it holds up straight. It doesn't move at all in any way at all. So that's a really sort of lovely piece of fish. Anyway, I'm just going to wash my hands really quickly. I'll pop you around the back. OK.
That blue tag, is that with any fish or is that just sea bass?
Usually with any which has been line caught, especially around sort of Essex way.
Yeah.
And we were in Mersea today. I mean, it was just absolutely stunning.
I bet.
So much great seafood done there.
Why did you not catch one?
Because I'm just not very good at it, I suppose.
Well, but you know, obviously the boys, they do it professionally. What was the difference? What was their...
I wasn't fast enough at pulling the hook up
so once the lure goes, you've got to...
Yeah.
You weren't jerking hard enough?
No, that's right. That's it. I wasn't jerking hard enough. So now, just turn that over really quickly. Stop smirking there, Ben, please.
I'm not
First day back at school.
Stop smirking. You are. Over there, giggling away.
Turn it over, and what should happen is, because you've done those little indentations there, the skin...
That skin looks amazing, John.
There you go, like that. I've got a little bit of mashed potato. Serve with something really, really plain. Now, once it turns over, what you want to do is let the residual heat cook it through. As I say, what happens with fish is it cooks very, very quickly and it cooks through. So I've got, to make a quick sauce from this, some shallots, some capers, butter, some parsley. Now, I use the white board for the fish so I can cut the parsley on the wooden board. And a little bit of white wine, which is just going to help to deglaze it. Now, acid from lemon, as we know, fish, vinegar, lemon always works really, really nicely. And as I said, I didn't want to season the fish because the sauce has got capers in it. And those capers are salty. The other thing is, when we make the sauce, we're going to add a little tiny bit of pepper to the sauce, and pepper's a spice. So if you put pepper into a hot pan, it cooks and it doubles the flavour.
Oh.
So that's the best way to get double pepper.
So it doubles the flavour of the pepper?
Yes. So it brings out the flavour of your pepper. So now, as soon as that's done like this, I'm just going to take these out of the pan. And what's left in here, as you can smell, is the lovely flavour or smell of that sea bass. Now, that's how fast it's cooked.
So that's like, what's that, 3 minutes? Three and a half minutes?
Yeah, probably like 3 minutes at the most, really, 3 or 4 minutes. Put your pan back on the heat.
And that's going to keep cooking a little bit here now as well, right?
That's the residual heat.
Yeah.
And so the more you can let it sit like that, that's absolutely perfect. So I'm going to bring these 2 little plates up because we're going to eat some fish in a second. Now, also, what's going on down in Essex Way is lots of oysters are being grown.
Yes.
So oysters, it's just started the season, September, and are in the month. Oysters you can start eat again. There's a big festival down there this Saturday. If you want to go and eat oysters, go down there and away you go.
In West Mersea?
Yep, in West Mersea.
The tricky thing with oysters is shocking them. Shucking them.
Somebody else is there shucking them for you.
Someone does the shucking.
There you go.
Because you can make a real mistake trying to find the bit where you shuck.
You've got to make sure you don't jerk it.
Yes,
you
because
get the
you could hurt
jerk
yourself.
and the shuck.
Yeah. Jerk your shuck.
Don't confuse your jerking and shucking.
There you go. In goes the shallots. In goes a little bit of pepper, just a tiny bit of pepper. Let it sit for a sec and let it sizzle away. Now, to that, we're going to add a little bit of butter.
Yeah.
Because everything tastes better with butter. Don't worry about anybody says, please don't use margarine and stuff. Let the shallots colour a little bit, that's fine.
Unsalted or salted butter?
I'm going to use salted butter. Again, not use salt.
Fine.
Going to take my pepper in there, as you know. Capers go in.
As well, aren't they? Yeah.
And then on the other side of that pan, you'll see I've left a little bit of space. And you drop into that your white wine. And it all starts to bubble up and the capers start to move together. What happens now is the white wine and the butter come together to make like an emulsion, so like hollandaise or mayonnaise. Swirl it around, like that.
God, it makes it look so easy. That would have been all over me by now.
Toss there. I've done it a couple of times. Lots of parsley right at the last minute because you don't want it to cook, you just want the flavour to come out of it.
Yep.
And then we're just going to do this here, really simply. Take a nice big blob, healthy blob of mashed potato.
It's a technical term, a blob.
A blob, yeah, Epicurean blob, I like to call it. Because you remember you've got this lovely sauce and you've got all this fish that's going to go across the top of it. You take then a couple of bits of lovely fish there.
Wow.
Remember, this has just come from the sea this morning, landed this morning, on a train from Colchester at 9:10.
It doesn't get much freshness, does it?
Across from Liverpool Street Station on the Central Line in my cool box. Across the road outside the studio, in my cool box.
Can people order this delivery service, John? Like Torode Uber Eats.
Torode on the road.
Right. They're coming in.
Come on.
They are coming in.
Just before you go anywhere,
yes.
one last thing.
Arm yourselves,
And I'm going to ask everybody to do this. It's everybody, the last thing you do before you have a piece of fish, fresh lemon straight across the top. Whatever you do, just do that and it will change your fish forever. There you go.
Are you both fish fans?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
When you are on tour, is this the sort of food that you cook for each other?
Posh London restaurant, 50 quid.
That is the thing, isn't it? Sea bass is not cheap.
No, but actually the good thing is that all right?
Is it all right? I love how he says
I mean, it's all right, if you like that sort of thing.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
The shallots, the lemon and the caper.
I love that. This is good. Listen, he's been up the Empire State Building. Don't even fight with him.
There you go. Yes, but I've worked with him.
Yeah.
That's harder.
That is absolutely delicious.
Are the two of you
It's been a brilliant day. An early start, but a brilliant day.
Fishing in the past.
And do you fish for sea bass and...
Never caught sea bass. In fact, I've never caught anything, actually.
Oh, okay. So, like John, you're pretty rubbish at fishing.
I'm used to...
Hey, hold on. I used to catch fish years ago.
Yeah, what happened?
Don't start.
You've got a real side to you, Ben.
Hasn't it? It's the beard is
Okay,
exactly what.
Let's go fishing then, Ben, shall we?
It's the evil beard.
This morning fish contest. Shall we do it?
We'll have a fish off.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is absolutely delicious. That sea bass is amazing.
amazing.
And the
Thank you,
capers
John.
and the shallots on
Potato.
top.
Enjoy.
For details of John's fish recipe, check out our free This
Oh,
Morning.
hello. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.